hope. Okay. Okay, what's the
And
next one?
I had problems on this one.
Okay, theoretical problems or calculation problems?
I think it's a calculation.
Okay, so let's see. We have data. Let me read the example before you start clicking. Two different neighborhoods built the same, six. I think the same question. It says, we're talking about 6 houses again. It sounds like the same problem. Or maybe they're continuing the same numbers. I don't know. Okay, let's go 1 second. So you want to know, choose the correct answer to get to T. Okay, so this time instead of clicking on confidence interval, now you're going to click on the hypothesis testing.
So now the hypothesis.
Yeah, I think you have to click on the what do you call it? The pool again.
And
then if they hit compute, and then everything should pop up. So for example, the T should pop up. The T is equal to, there it is, 1.30.
1.
Okay, we're on a roll. The P
Yeah,
value.
I wasn't clicking on the pool variance when I was doing this. So like it was, I don't know if that jacks it up, but
Okay, it should change it slightly, but with a small sample, it might change it a lot. Anyway, that's that. That should work as well. Good. Again, here's where it gets a bit theoretical. You have to know, we just proved that the averages, if the P was less than 0.05, then that would prove the averages are different. But we didn't.
yeah,
It's 22, so we don't reject the H0. We
yeah,
accept it, which is we failed to reject it.
it did.
Which is another way of saying they're basically the same. There is insufficient
Sufficient.
evidence. No, insufficient. Okay, good.
Find the 95%.
And we did that already. That's the one we did.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know if this example is like a repeat, but who knows? Okay, you don't have to do it again. You still have the stat crunch. You just have to. Yeah. Oh, you did it. Okay. Minus 420, whatever. 420, 4.25, 16.25.
Mm. 95% interval for the mean difference in that. So,
I don't know what happened there.
yeah, it's.
Is this result different from the result of the pooled confidence? What were they telling us to use not the pooled? What's that? Can you go back? Why are they saying using the pooled? I thought we were doing the pooled the whole time, so I'm not sure what the question is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that doesn't even make sense to me. It says just like doing at the same time. Okay, so there's nothing about this that says we should not use the pooled. We are using the pooled for part B and part C. Part A, part B, part C, and then they tell you Okay, well, again, the difference between the pooled and the not pooled, which again, more theory, is that you're supposed to use pooled when the variances are similar. And if the variances are different, and we didn't pay attention to what the variances are, the data. You can do that by going back to the data again. So another way to do it is do it twice, once with and without the pooled. But the best way is, I think, again, the theory that they're expecting you to understand here is that when the variances are similar, so let's look at the data for the variances of the two groups.
This one without pool, right?
No, I want to do it with pooled. I want to see if, no, go back to pooled. And let's go down to what options you have in terms of what they're printing out for you. So optional graph and tables, confidence, and so click in one. Okay, click on compute at this point. Everything there seems to be highlighted. Okay, so now we're looking for, maybe it's not there, but there should be, maybe make it bigger, the box. I'm hoping there's more stuff in there. We'll make the box bigger, right? Okay, so I made a mistake in the sense that I thought that it automatically gives you the mean and standard deviation. So you can exit out and go back to stat. It's still there, or start again. So I want the computer to give us the mean and standard deviation of each group to see if they're similar.
So you want me to go to columns and then just find the mean
Oh,
standard
that's a very good idea. That would work for us in this case. But I'm surprised I'm not getting it from the, okay, just hit neighborhood one.
deviation?
You should be able to do both. You can do both at the same time. Click on neighborhood two also.
Click on which one?
Neighborhood two at the same time. I think you can do two at the same time. Go higher to neighborhood two. Higher, no, higher. The top of the page says neighborhood one, neighborhood two. And you
Oh yeah.
chose neighborhood one. Let's see if you can do both at the same time.
So clicked on that
No, you
one.
can't. If you sort of use control to get both, you can do both, I think, at the same time.
There you go.
All right, now hit compute. And you went the variance. You have everything there. Should be defaulted. Okay, that's fine. Now hit the compute. Okay, so we have the stand. There it goes. 7.26 and 8.6. They're pretty close, right? And
Yeah.
therefore, even though, again, when you square it to get the variance, they're not that close. I would say they're pretty close, in practical terms. And therefore, I would have predicted that the pooled and non-pooled should come out similar for the reason that the variances are pretty close. I can't guarantee that's going to be the right answer. I say yes, the variance, yeah, I would say part A. Let's see if I got it right. Oh, all right. So there is just to compare. So maybe your initial impulse of doing it both with and without the confidence interval checked off, with and without the pool checked off might be the better way to do it.
Okay.
Let's try it again. Let's do it again this time without the unpooled. And we know the answer is -4 to 16 using that method. Given that, I'd be very shocked if they're very different because of the reason I just gave you.
So this one's without pool.
Right, and let's see what happens. Yeah, they're almost identical.
Yeah. So
And that's because I told you the standard deviations are very similar, so they should be identical. So the book's quote, so let's say, okay, let's go back to the choices. Let me see if we didn't read the choices correctly. Explain why, would the result be different? Well, we know the answer is no. Oh, we checked yes, the result should not be
yeah.
different.
Yeah, we
So
yo
the answer is part C.
yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, try
It's all
that.
good.